You have sent emails, no reply. Pitch ideas, blank string. Post online, nothing lands. This video is about how to handle rejection when you're just starting out. It applies to every business, especially for women. Use this strategy and your business will grow faster. With more clarity, more momentum you can actually feel. Guaranteed it. Last episode, we talked about how important networking really is. Not just as social skill, but as a core strategy of growth. And we introduced a simple way to stay intentional with your energy. We broke down networking into 3 buckets. The goal here isn't to just talk to more people. It's to build the right kind of network. But what happens when even the people in your bucket 1 rejects you? Coolly. First, girls, be shameless. That's the mindset that's going to keep your business alive when everything feels like it's falling apart. When you're starting out, people ignore you. If you take that personally, you will start to shrink. And you start to edit yourself just to make others comfortable. When I first get into business, I reach out hundreds of investor, collaborator, client. One told me straight out, wellness AI sounds ambiguous, but we don't think people really care, especially from a woman. That hit me hard, but it also makes something very clear to me. I wasn't being rejected because it wasn't good. I was being rejected by a wrong person. That's why I meant by being shameless. Because the opposite of shameless is shyness, which you often overthinking every word before you hit that send button and following up with long explanation trying to win them back. I've done all of that and it didn't help. It only made me smaller and smaller. If they say no, here are 3 actions I take every time I face rejection. And this applies to every business. First step, accountability. When someone says no, it doesn't always mean your idea is bad. Sometimes it just means that something wasn't clear, or timing wasn't right, or you're just not the right person. And if you ask the right question, their no can actually show you exactly what to fix. Behavioral science call this fundamental attribution error. It means we often assume rejections about us, when really it might have nothing to do with us at all. The term was introduced by psychologist Lee Ross in 1970s, and it's one of the most common mental habits in business. Maybe the investor had a bad day, maybe the client budget wasn't already locked, maybe the person you pitch wasn't the one who could say yes. Instead of shutting down, we learn, we adjust, and try again. That's what real leaders do. They don't blame the client. I follow up with something simple. Fully understand. Can you please tell me what do you see in the shortage? If you were me, what would make you think it's worth your time? Or follow by. No problem at all. Would it be okay if I follow up again after I make those changes or updates? Most of the time, they appreciate the honesty and openness. Most of the time, your advice helped me change 1 sentence in my website, 1 feature in my product, or make the next pitch. And yes, the opposite of accountability. That's when you get rejected and immediately think they don't get it. Tracking. It's a simple system to track who you reply, who didn't. If the company aligns with your vision, don't stop at 1 no. Follow up with someone else on the team. As Jeff Bezos once said, you have to be willing to be misunderstood for the long period of time. That's not just about public opinion, it's applied to any business. The person you spoke to wasn't the right contact, or it just wasn't the right timing. But if the company direction fits your mission, it's worth stay in their radar. Another partner on the same team might be a better fit because they link better. When I were building Janome, one investor say no twice. I didn't write them off. Months later, someone else from their team reached out because they have shift focus towards health AI. They start to believe in AI. Step 3, positioning. If your pitch keeps falling flat, stop tweaking the message and start rethinking the audience. Is it possible that you might be in the wrong room? Let's say you're opening a bubble tea shop. You keep trying to market it to busy professionals who only cares about black coffee and speed. They say no, they don't get it. They think it's too sweet, they think it's too niche, too playful. But that doesn't mean that your product is wrong. It means your audience is. Try to switch your customer's persona, shift it, and try to approach different people. You might be surprised. Sometimes rejection isn't about what you're offering, but it's about who you're offering it to. If the people you're pitching to don't see the value, it doesn't always mean the product is off. It could mean your audience isn't the right one. When I first launched Janome, we target healthcare investors. That makes sense on paper because we're working with Harvard. But people who really connect to our mission are mothers, wellness focus, we shift. Instead of biotech exposed, we look at mother-focused platforms. We reach out to creators, coaches, and women-led communities. Don't repackage the pitch, reposition the audience. Rejection is in the end a part of the process. Which one do you need right now? Accountability, tracking, or better positioning? Tell me in the comments. I'm Sally, aka Savvy Siren, founder of Genomia AI. Thanks for watching, and thank you for showing up with that founder's mindset. In the episode, we dive into how to master outreach, how to use limited energy to maximum yours, and how to spot the leads that are actually worth your time. We don't hustle, we don't code, we design, and we show up savvy. Let's build smarter, siren loud together.